Hello everyone! How is your Labor Day weekend? How are you doing? Are you enjoying time with family? Are you at a lake? Are you at a parade? What's all happening on your holiday weekend? So I have worked yesterday and today, and I have tomorrow off from both jobs. So I'm looking forward to that. And gonna go out and venture a business tomorrow and their activities. So that should be fun. And today I wanted to ask you, do you know what is happening tomorrow? What is so important about tomorrow's date? Because to me, I look at my health journey month to month. I always review different things, different strategies. Maybe I'm implementing something different. But tomorrow starts the last quarter of the year. So you have 4 months starting tomorrow to really focus on how you wanted your health journey to go for this year. Maybe things aren't going as well. Maybe you're off to a great start, but you still want improvements. That's where I'm at. I have had a great year getting things on track, but I have a lot of things I'm still working on. And so it was a place to start looking at, what is my focus here for the next 4 months, and where do I want to be. So I always have my yearly physical in January, and I really like it in January because I can get feedback of how I have done, for the whole year. And it starts right off in January. So my visit is usually towards the end of January, but at least I always know that, this is a good starting point. And so I always get my labs done, and I like to compare, year from year, and the differences over the last few years. I have seen changes, and every year I try and do something different. And, I'm in this stage of menopause, and, there's so many different things that go on during this stage of life for us women. And you don't know, because you've not been in this position before, you don't know what it all involves. And what happens for menopause for me can be totally different from what your experience was, what my mother's experience was, and all the things. So it's a great learning thing. And I feel like menopause really makes you work for your health, because I have not worked so hard on my health since I hit menopause. And it's a trying thing because it can change often in this journey of menopause, and perimenopause throws challenges as well. However, I was not even really paying attention because a lot of those things I just was dealing with, and I wasn't even really thinking about perimenopause. But now that I know I'm in menopause, and I have been for a while, it's just very interesting what the body makes you go through and the challenges it throws to you. So my question for you today is, are you gonna let this last quarter of the year just fly by like it has been, just by the seat of your pants, or are you putting a plan in place? So as you know, I do a monthly challenge, 8 days really focused, but this time because I'm really focusing on a couple different things. So I'm always trying to hit my protein goal. So I try and hit 100 grams of protein every day or more. And I really ideally like to get to 120, 130 grams of protein, but I really want to hit at least 100. And I will always have my daily drinks my Gut Glow drink, because the digestion, the stomach is your second brain, and why wouldn't you want to be the best and start right where it all starts? So I will always do my Gut Glow drink, and I do my vibration plate, not every day, but I do it a lot of days during the week. Sometimes I do it twice a day. And so the vibration plate is another thing that I will be doing. And then I always do some motivational, inspirational, something learning, and I do a podcast or video or listening to something, reading something that I can grow on. And so I do that every day, and I have probably for the last 7 years or more. I don't even know how far back it went, but I'm pretty sick if I ever miss a day. And so I've rarely missed a day for many years. And so mindset or learning something is at the top of my list every day. And then something new that I'm adding for this last quarter of the year is working my arms. And so I am going to be lifting some weights, using some resistance bands, and doing that from home. And so I'm looking forward to that. I have some workout YouTube people that I have followed and that I've been researching, and so I found some really good videos that I want to do for the last quarter of the year. And so I'm looking forward to a transformation in the strength in my upper body, my core, upper body, the whole works. And so that's where I'm at. And I just wanted to remind everyone that, you know, this is the last quarter of the month, and will you start and be mindful of your wellness journey now and make it great going into 2026, or are you just gonna watch from the side? So I hope you've gotten some value out of this today, and I want you to have a great holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.